Hi there, this is a quick video tutorial on how to use my website to complete the Forgotten Desert adventure. First, I need to explain how the gem spawning in the adventure works. If you're here, I'm sure you already know that you need to pick up a certain amount of each gem color to unlock the prize chests. If you play the Forgotten Desert a lot, you probably also know that the gem spawning isn't random. However, there actually aren't a lot of different ways that the gems can spawn at all. Each of the 4 main types of gems, green, gold, blue, and white, only have 2 different ways that they can generate when you load into the adventure. That's only 16 total combinations. So when you have a map tool at your disposal, it makes it very easy to figure out exactly where every single gem in the adventure is. Of course, this does exclude the purple gems. They spawn a bit differently, and you need 4 people to get them, and this map is mostly designed for solo use. Like I said before, there are only 2 patterns of each type of gem possible, and both options always generate the same every time. I've assigned letters to each spawning pattern on the website, so you can toggle between them on the map. Once you recognize which spawning pattern you have, A or B, you can input it on the toggles here, and I'll show you how you can figure that out now. Alright, so when you first load into the adventure, you need to fly directly north and slightly east to this bush right here. This small area is the best and the closest way to determine your gem spawning patterns. Alright, if we go back to the map, do you see these 4 gems here? I'm going to zoom in so you can see it better. This is the bush I'm sitting on. So you can see, if they're all set to A, these 4 gems appear on the website map. That means if you see these 4 gems here, you will input A for the colors that are present. For example, you can see in the adventure that green is present, the gold is present, the cactus is present, and the pond is present. So we actually don't need to change anything on this map. I'll leave all the switches on because all of the gems are present as I see them in the adventure. Because that's a bit confusing, I'm going to load it a few more times to help you understand. Alright, I've loaded back into the adventure. I'm going to fly back to that little bush. As you can see, this one looks a little different. The green isn't here, the pond isn't here, the cactus isn't here, but the gold is. So we're going to leave the gold set to A because it's present, but we are going to turn green to B, pond to B, and cactus to B. Now you can see on the website map, it looks a little bit more like what we see in game. Again, I'm sitting on this little bush here. There's a gold gem right to the northwest of me. So if we fly to that gold gem, it looks like there's a pond pretty much directly north of it. I'll show you that on the map here. Yep, and there's that pond. We're going to load the adventure one more time just to test it. Back in the adventure, flying back to my bush. You can see that the green is present, the gold is present, the cactus is present, but the pond is not present. So we're going to zoom out here on the map. We're going to turn green to present, gold to present, cactus to present, and keep the pond on off. If you look back at our spawning location, there's the little bush. The pond is not marked here, even though it's on the base map. And you can see all the gem locations on this map. Once you get the hang of this, you can figure out your spawning pattern in less than 10 seconds and have a full cheat map to complete the adventure. This will drastically reduce your completion time if you're playing solo, and I haven't tested it with a group, but I'm sure you could easily get down to 2 or 3 minutes in a full adventure. As a final note, if you're playing and you notice that there are too many green and gold gems on the map, that's actually because 30 of them spawn, even though you only need 25. I have all 30 marked, but you'll probably notice that you get the green and gold prizes before you go to all the locations on the website. This is not true for the ponds and cacti. They only spawn the exact right amount. Happy adventuring!